Fly, okay. Hello, hello. All right. Can anybody hear me now? Maybe? Maybe, maybe. I know that it's taking a minute to get through.
It's working. It's working. It's working.
Excellent. Haha.
We figured it out.
I are less smart. Okay. It's not me. Fly, it's that guy. Hello, hello.
It only took us
All
15 minutes,
right.
guys. Don't worry.
Okay, so welcome back. Uh, welcome here in general. So I can't figure out how to. We're gonna exit full screen. How do you do show non-video? There we go. Okay. Now we
So
can stop video and we can
basically,
continue this.
yeah. So basically, what happened was, what had happened was, we went over Yo-Yo's kit, and we talked about what she could do, and then we made fun of one of our guildmates for having a 7 red star Captain America. And then there were a lot of f bombs being dropped when we figured out that you couldn't hear us, but you couldn't hear us, so it all worked out.
Okay, so how do you anyway, I guess I have to share my video so that we can look at this screen. Yay, icons and maybe my frozen face. Um
Oh, it'll 10 out of 10 be your frozen face.
yeah. So we're done with the DVK burn, that's fun and all. All right, so we are. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I really appreciate.
We'll chop off the first 10-15 minutes of the stream.
Yeah. So obviously that's not what I meant to do.
All right, so we're gonna do a soft reboot here. Give us a countdown whenever you're ready.
All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How's it going, everybody? It's Chicken and Dagger
Hey,
back again. again.
we made it. We made it.
So we had some technical difficulties, just like I said.
No, this is definitely the beginning of the stream.
Yeah. Yes.
This is definitely 100% the beginning of the stream.
It didn't happen before now, I promise. All right.
We're going to be doing the Yo-Yo Blitz for you. And it's going to be our first stream. So we obviously fucked up already. So enjoy the rest of it, I guess.
All right. So, whoops. Here we go. We'll bring in the video again. Sorry if my face freezes. We're going to be doing the Yo-Yo Blitz. Both Dagger and I decided that we wanted to do start to finish at least once. And what better time than one of the most overpowered characters that have been released in the near future? It's like Minerva 2.0, Dagger was saying earlier, but the audio was totally working when we were doing testing, not live streaming.
Yeah, she gives ability energies to her friends. She puts offense down, fastest character in the game, has synergy with Inhumans and Shield. So that already right there gives her a wide range of places you can use her.
More specifically, the non-minion shield.
Yes.
So it definitely is good for like your leftovers that have been
like
looking
Hawkeye.
for a home. Yes.
That Hawkeye and Black Widow you don't use anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I do, but that's because I was sad and I can't not use her. I put so much work into her. Dagger knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, mine's like 60K for no reason, 55K or something. I have all her T4s, and they all of it, one of them suck.
So we have 4 people watching right now. Thanks, and I'm willing to bet half of you sympathize with us on the Black Widow thing. So, all right, let's go ahead. I just can't not have that up there. Let's put up the Wednesday thing. All right, so I always start from the bottom of my roster and move up. Depending on the blitz, I'll go in and pick my random characters, or I'll just start at the bottom. because I don't remember like always who's on what team or anything like that, I I usually will do like the bottom 2 or 3 teams and then look in my little side panel to see who's left. And I always, always, always go for the biggest points first, as long as it's not a stupid matchup.
And we should go to logos when you share your screen.
Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that on Zoom. If you could educate me, I'd do it, but I have to share a video in order to do that.
Yeah, so where's Kyle when you need him? 1 second.
All right.
I'm gonna go summon him.
Okay, let me do my.
Just start on the bottom of your roster, and I will summon the help. Wow, that sounded really bad.
I'm doing that thing Doctor Strange does, where he looks constipated and holds his head so that things can happen. Oh man, I forgot what it was like at 1 time speed. Don't worry, guys, we're not going to do this the whole time. Right. So, excellent. Here we go. Very difficult step here. I have hit the auto button. I hope it goes well. Oh, so stressful. So stressful. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Anywho, yeah. So my Hydra team used to be very firmly as my bottom rung team, and then I got a 7-star Hydra Grenadier. Right. It really happy to have gotten a 7-star, the second one. Not so happy that it was a character that will probably never be 7 stars. Yeah, so got rid of my first team. So at the beginning, I recently had a roster review from Tony Scungili, who live streams 3-4 times a week, I think. He does roster reviews and a lot of other stuff. He kind of helps coach people on how they can get into the top 1500. I guess now it's the top 2000. So shout out to him. He helped me kind of refine some of my process. I've since updated my team list, and I haven't really figured out who's an A or a B team or down the line. Obviously, I have some ideas, but I haven't like gone through and like decided and tested and figured it out. Like, okay, this one can be here, here, here. I haven't done that. So what I usually do is start at the bottom and work my way up until I get to one of my S tier teams. And what I mean by that is a team that is going to win way more than it loses. So, for example, Brotherhood would be a great team for that, but Hydra not so much. So, I just try to only use ability energy on strong teams. Speaking of strong teams, I'm using the Sinister 6 right here. Mine is very weak, but you'll notice like Rhino pretty much gets himself up to that ridiculous power you see there. He's not really even that geared or strong, but he's a fucking workhorse. He
check your DMs.
Check my DMs. Ooh, my D to M.
Yeah, I sent you a couple of dick pics.
Oh, I'm sharing the window just fine. I just so when I stop sharing video on my phone and you stop sharing video on your phone,
yep,
it will go to the participant meeting window where everybody can see the URL. And I don't
where
know
is
how
that?
change it off of this screen. When I'm on my phone, I can swipe either direction, but when I'm
Yep.
in this meeting, I cannot. It's just this one screen.
Right? That's kind of the thing that I was having too.
Yeah. So we can just turn off the faces if you want, or I can be a frozen face. That's fine.
Well, yeah, I'm also.
Oh, you know what I could do? Haha. Okay. Let me hide non-video participants. Can you be a video participant? No, you can't. Show non-video participants. Is there a way to rearrange us? Stop video, show video. How do you rearrange this? Ah, okay, here. I figured it out. Wait.
I mean, you can do a blitz battle while we're doing this. It actually makes for decent background while we're actually working.
Yeah, fine, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'll pop my face back on here just to stern pointing finger at you. I still have this half-eaten candy bar, and I still have this cat from like a half hour ago when we tried to start the screen the first time.
Half-eaten cat.
I'm not actually Asian, dude. Calm down.
All right. Let me add image. Check.
And if you check coordination, Kyle posted.
Okay, we'll take off the DPK burn, and we will take off no, not the game. Not that either. Gee, all right, guys. I'm doing it. I'm doing it unwell. I made a bad joke. All right. So I think that's good sized. Okay. So I got something on there that'll work. I just took a screenshot of the you'll see. Actually, it's live now. If you're looking, you'll see the pictures on there. I took a little screen capture. So it's a picture. It's not really a video source.
Ah.
Oh no, I'm drowning. Namor has drowned me with his no damage ability. Okay, and we'll also check coordination. Okay. Huzzah! We are at our first tier of ranking up. We just went through the first 3 battles. Now we're looking at the 4th battle. My most recent team, as you can see, I call these like the broke-ass Avengers because it's Hulk, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Wasp, and Bucky. So they're all like the bench warmers. That's what I'm gonna call them, the bench warmers.
Trying to figure out why your Doctor Strange sucks.
I didn't. His meta kind of passed after I had like it came and went, and near the tail end of it being there, that's when I unlocked him, and so it just wasn't. I was focused on Fury at the time, and I just never worked on him. So the next team that we got is Hand Rejects. Let's see if they win. They should. This is still level 1. It just happens to be the hardest level 1, which you can see still doesn't compare. I got a 90k team versus 76k team, 75, and I'll be honest. At these early stages, I don't even look to see what the team is. I just look for the biggest points because for something like this, when you're trying to go for it, you want to make sure to tally as many points as you can early on, because these are like the throwaway teams anyway.
You'll notice you have one of the 2 good hand characters on this team.
Yes. I now that I'm on stream, I will admit that there are good hand characters.
I thought I was gonna have to twist your arm a lot harder than that. we have video and audio evidence.
Right, yeah. The one and only time that I will admit such things. Oh man. Playback is a little delayed from what I'm seeing, so sorry if we're like 20 seconds behind. I should probably look at the chat. Still no sound, Dan and Kyle says.
That was from before. Nobody's talking, but we have 7 viewers.
Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so see, even these scrubs are knocking this out of the park. You know, nobody died. Huzzah.
I would like to point out that you have your teams. I didn't actually rebuild my bottom 3 Blitz teams for this, so my bottom, well, technically, I haven't rebuilt all my teams for this, so I'm basically going to start at the bottom of my roster like you did, but I won't have any save squads till probably the 4th or 5th team.
So actually, this is a great place to kind of point this out. So I've gone through and I'm pulling up my roster now.
Also, my worst Blitz team is still stronger than the first team that you've used. Like, you still haven't used a team that's stronger than my weakest Blitz team.
Yeah, so the next team I have on my Blitz ranking, it starts to get into real teams. I got the Wakandans, then the Asgards.
Okay, there are 2 ways to pronounce that, and you used the complete incorrect one.
The Wakandans or the weak
You can say Wakandans or Weakondans. I don't know what you just said.
I don't know what he said, but it sure did sound beautiful. So it's starting to get into real teams, and these characters are like 17k, 18k.
That team still is weaker than my weakest Blitz team.
Yeah, so I do have some 12Ks that I need to keep an eye out for, and the reason that I'm looking at these right now is to know what to not use. Now, I'm going to close my squad selector and just go all the freaking way to the bottom. Okay, so obviously I can't use characters I haven't unlocked yet. And we're not going to use my level 1s, because that's just not smart. That would have been smart to use ahead of time, like first go around. So let's get rid of all of these fools. We now have Aim Infector, Soldier, Ravager, and Sniper. And we'll use Researcher. So this is, you see here in my bottom of my squad, I just have those level 1 trashes, which they're all level 20, but they're still trash. And
level 20 is level 1 in this game. You want the Stark Tech bonus.
Yeah, so that's why I did level them to 20, and that's something good. If you guys aren't aware or didn't notice, your start tech bonuses don't kick in until level 20. So if you're going to use them in, say, the start of a blitz, you want to make sure to have them at least level 20. All right, so yeah, now this total team power is 50k. So I probably could have used it a little sooner, but I only have 20 save squad slots. Hashtag give us more slots.
We for more saved squads, please.
Yeah, I remembered hearing something rumor mill wise that part of the problem is that the way that they've built the game, it's difficult to give us more save squads. So
I don't believe that.
I also do not believe that. So all right, let my team get going here. Ideally, you should attack Ms. Marvel first in this group, but again, this is a trash team I'm fighting, so it's no big deal to kill them in whatever order I feel like. Which is generally auto and wait for it to end. You want potato, buddy?
I don't.
Yeah, you're kind of potato. All right, I don't know if I'm potato. I hope I'm not a potato. You want potato, buddy? I am not a potato. All right. I checked with the headphones. Yeah, you're kind of potato. Okay. So Dagger will probably be back with us in just a minute, everybody. I will say that each of us contributes in our own way to help our families in different ways. I highly suggest that Dagger repay the kindness of his father by getting him high-speed internet so he can connect to an actual Wi-Fi and not use you want potato, buddy? The I am not a potato. Overloaded network in his neighborhood. Checked with the headphones. Yeah, you're kind of potato. Okay.
Now look, your asshole. I have a
Dagger will probably be back with us in just a minute, everybody. Hey now, buddy. This is a kid-friendly stream. I don't need to be hearing about your hot spot. I will say that okay, it's not a kid. Each of us contributes in our own way to help our families in different ways. I highly suggest that Dagger repay the kindness of his father by getting him high-speed internet so he can connect to an actual Wi-Fi and not use you want potato, buddy?
Yeah, I loaded the game.
Overloaded network in his neighborhood. Checked with the headphones. I can tell you loaded the game.
Look, your asshole.
Dagger will probably be back with us in just a minute, everybody. Hey now, buddy. This is a kid-friendly stream. I don't need to be hearing about your hot spot. I will say that okay, it's not.
Yeah, so we're rushing it in the city without bundling or something.
It's like $20 cheaper. Yeah, exactly. It's $20 cheaper. So he can connect to actual Wi-Fi. It's $20 more to get everything than it is to just get the high-speed internet. I know because I got just the high-speed internet. Tell you loaded the game.
They were like $40 to $60.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I think I'm paying $60 for the internet we have. Okay, it's yeah. So all right, a real team finally. I'm using my whack weak condoms against the
it's like $20 cheaper.
defenders. Yeah, exactly. So when you're fighting defenders, this goes both in war as well as more to get Blitz. You want to pick one of three characters to take out immediately because they're like the linchpin. Dagger disagrees with this and thinks that you should take out Punisher first because Punisher's the DPS.
Same here.
I think that you should take out either
60
Luke Cage or the internet we have, Jessica Jones, or
a real team finally.
Iron Fist, because without any of those three, the entire team crumbles. But if those three get going, you're screwed. So, and this is of course at the higher
So when you're
tiers,
fighting defenders,
strong ass defenders,
this goes
but
into war
I just
as
kind
well
of
as
try to
more
keep
and
Blitz. You want to pick one of three characters. Try to keep everything because they're like keep my SOP disagrees with this. I think that you should take out Punisher first when I'm fighting teams, whether they're at the low or high.
I think
You should take out either Luke Cage or
I'm gonna go after Punisher.
Jessica
first
Jones,
or
or
a real team finally.
Iron Fist, because without any of those three, the entire team crumbles. You're potato. Those three get going, you're screwed. So, and this is of course at the higher.
So
I'm not doing anything.
Strong ass defenders.
This goes into war as well as
Yeah, I'm not sure. You want to pick one of three characters. Try to because Kyle's in it. Because they're like, keep my. He's not here. SOP.
disagrees
There
with
must be him.
this.
That you should take out Punisher first when I'm fighting teams.
Kyle's
whether
video
at the
card.
low or
I
high. Yeah, it's Kyle's video card is the
I'm
reason.
gonna go after Punisher.
Jessica
first
Jones,
or
or
a
Iron Fist, because without any of those three,
Let me see if
those three get
Oh,
going,
quick update if you didn't know it already. Hella is in orbs.
Huzzah! I did not. I need Hela, and I need Colossus, and I need Ultron, and Ultron because Kyle's in it, so I was excited about it.
You lost in the second node.
What's that?
You lost in the second node of Fear the Darkness.
Yeah. Shut up. It's Kyle's video.
And then you said you put it on, like, he lost and I'm like, on auto? He's like, no, Emmanuel. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so about that, and I'm going to mention this in my little Fear the Darkness series, but so I had a horrible string of ability blocks and
you lost in the second node,
and it worked out in a way that
you lost in the second node of Fear the Darkness.
The healer shut up, and then killed one of them, and then.
And then you said you put it on, like,
I'm just sitting
he
there
lost
with
and I'm like, on
my
auto? He's like, no,
TDPS.
Emmanuel. I'm like,
I'm like,
what?
well, yeah, so about
quick
that,
update.
and I'm going to mention this in my little Fear the
Oh,
Darkness
and then
series,
go back
but,
to the
so
Guardian to the
I had a
Defenders thing.
horrible string of ability blocks.
The reason I always go after Punisher first is that Punisher kills Rocket with his
It
AoE.
worked out in a way that
You lost in the second node of
ability
Fear the
blocks,
Darkness. It was always my habit to kill him first, and I always won when I killed him first. No matter what team I use, I win when I kill him
He
first.
lost and I'm like,
So you could be right that he is not the correct person to kill first.
Yeah,
But
so about that,
I know he killed
I'm gonna
Rocket.
mention this in
That
my
was not
little
okay.
Fear the
Oh,
Darkness
you know,
series,
this is
but,
pre-Minerva.
So yeah, and probably pre-Minerva, I had my defenders team
The reason I always
okay,
go after
and so a lot of
Punisher
times I was
first is
using
that
my
Punisher
defenders
kills
team at
Rocket with his AoE.
those higher tiers. You'll see, I haven't worked on my defenders team since I stopped working on them.
It was always
but
my habit to kill him
they're
first,
pretty
and I
beefy.
always won when I killed
So
him.
what I would always do is I would
No matter what
start
team I
with
use, I win when I kill him first.
I'm
So
sorry,
you
I
could
would
be
start
right
with
that he is not the correct
Blindy's
person to kill first.
Atomic
but
Row.
about that.
I know he killed Rocket. That was
Where's
not
Red?
okay. You know, this is pre-Minerva.
He's blind. Yeah, and probably pre-Minerva.
Daredevil.
I had my. I would start with Daredevil's
The reason I always
okay,
go to Punisher
so a lot of
first
times,
is that
and then
Punisher
when
kills Rocket with his AoE.
Punisher did his AoE, he killed himself. So that was
It was
another
always
thing.
my habit to kill him
Punisher
first,
kills
and I
himself,
always won
and
when
now
I killed
move on
him.
to one of those.
What I would always do is I would
No matter what
start
team I
with
use, I win when I kill him.
So this is my Spider-Verse
so
team.
right,
Yeah, you saw my Asgardians team, but I don't have Hela.
That was not
So
you know, this is
I threw Captain Marvel in there just to kind of be a dick. I used that team on defense and war. I really wish I could test it out, but our opponents haven't fought me in a while, so we're doing really good with our defense strategy right now. I'll pull up. So this is pull up our offensive war. You saw my on Asgardian team, but I don't have Hela. So we eventually have
I threw
somebody
Captain Marvel in there
from the
just to kind of
opponents watching us.
be a threat.
Okay.
That team
Chicken,
would
real
be
quick.
in war.
You guys may not realize
I
this,
really
but
wish
you
I
have
could
2 or
test
3
it out,
overlays of
but
sound
our
going on. I hear like 10
opponents
people talking at
haven't
once.
In a while, so
we're doing really good with our defense strategy right now. I'll pull up. So this
I'll
is
pull
my
up our
Spider-Verse
offense
team.
more.
I don't like
You saw
defense.
my
Yeah.
Oops. Fixed. Okay. I was listening to the YouTube side of things to test if I could, if I was potatoing or you were potatoing, and I forgot to remute it.
Oh, it's me. It's 10 out of 10 me.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was
I'm okay
me
with it
too.
being me.
So,
Well, your name on Discord is Potato.
right. Very appreciative. So yeah, we do VC all the time, and I tend to talk on VC between home and work, and always. Not only is my work in a bad spot, but then the drive home is like next to like 3 dead zones. So I switch between the edge of towers, and I don't always notice. And they're like, "Hey, Hash Brown,
Yeah, it's
a little well done there, don't you think?"
baked potato. He's a baked potato fairly often too.
Hey, as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna go get baked potato. Heyo.
No, we that and the stupid zipper, dude. God damn.
Oh yeah, I don't have that sweater on today if you didn't notice. But he's like, I noticed because I didn't hear the zipper. So this is my Marauders team. I have Yondu in place of Mr. Sinister, but you want to use the hand sorcerer because she applies defense up. She also sucks besides that on account of her being a hand member. So you might as well get some use out of the team, right?
Yeah, she's really good with strife. That's like the real reason to use her.
Oh, and you guys are going to see how weak and busted ass my strife is. He's like 11k power. He has two regular gold stars. I don't even think he's red star. We'll double check when we get out of here.
Sorry, just.
But he never dies. Like, I'm sorry, he's 2 red star. He's 12 and a quarter power. So, and his health bar is what, 7 of these little hashtags? Like, all right, go ahead and taunt, and he's going to keep taunt the whole time, and he's never going to die. Watch. And I'm not even, I'm specifically not going to hit Crossbones just to make sure that he dies somehow. Of course, Crossbone taunts, so Crossbone dies. Oh! Of course, I talk a bunch of shit on stream, and he actually dies. But that doesn't
face
matter.
plants? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just face planted.
But see, that goes to show you how strong the character is. I have to go out of my way to play poorly so that he dies. Obviously, if I was using this at 8-3, he would die a lot sooner.
My strife is a little beefier than yours. I think he's like 35. I think he's like 20, close to 30k.
Okay. And so another one of these hodgepodge teams are just kind of threw together people around the same power and tried to have a tank, a DPS, and a healer, and a controller, or some combination of those. It doesn't always work out because I'm trying to keep them around the same power, but again, these are my, okay, these characters aren't used. I should use them? Yeah, so when I went through and I did my Blitz teams, I basically decided what teams I wanted to have, right? And then you're going to have like some spread out characters all over the place that don't have a home. And after I put my, 15 teams, maybe 11 teams, I can't remember, that were like legit teams, like Asgardians, like Defenders, et cetera, et cetera. Then I would
So,
start at the
so you're
top of my list and go down and create new teams with the ones that were left over.
so you're telling me that when you built your teams and you're like, I want to build these teams, you did decide that you just wanted to build better teams?
Yeah, but see, you don't need to
But
be smart.
hear me out. What if you just had better characters to make better teams?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, after, given what you have, when you go through and you're like, I'm going to set up my roster, my save squads to be for Blitz with what I have right now. Like, then you set them up with your good teams. And then I would, at least what I did was I built them from the top down so that I could, on those days I don't care, I can just start bottom to top, do that twice, I'm done.
Chicken, you're
On days
muted.
like, I'm muted. I can hear me.
Yep, but they can't. Well,
Oh,
actually, I can hear you on YouTube.
okay.
Uh,
All right. Can you hear me in here too? I guess.
yeah, I can hear the echo.
Okay.
I have the YouTube going in the background. I can hear you.
Anybody who's watching right now, can you tell me if I'm like echoing slightly? Because I'm still trying to sort out which of my things I need to mute so that I can not echo but be heard on YouTube.
I mean, I feel like I can't make sexist jokes on YouTube. I was about to make a comment about you being seen and not heard,
I think
but I
you
can't
already
make
made
jokes
the
like
joke.
that on YouTube.
Ah, you just did.
Yeah, but I'm just explaining why I can't because it's on YouTube.
All right. This team I expect to lose, but I did have some surprising success with it. In case you can't see it, it's fuck. I'm just having a horrible time with names today. Scarlet Witch, Cable, Night Nurse, Mordo, and Nobu.
You know what
Kind
the
of.
worst part is when you finally get an Ultimus orb and you open it, and it's one of the 50% of characters you have at 7 stars.
I know.
Yay! 2 Ultimus shards. That was worth it.
So I know that we kind of jumped the gun on this Blitz, but you've noticed on the channel we've been releasing some like road ahead and some extra videos about different content on different games. I guess this is the introduction of Marvel Strike Force on this channel. Dagger just put something out about Dragon Champions
Yeah, his
yesterday
60
or the day
days.
before.
Yeah, that's my super casual game.
Yeah, I used to play it with him, but then just time, and I wanted to put more effort
My work,
into both of the other games.
my job is a meme on our channel, on among us and our friends. So
Yes, I believe this week Dagger's busiest day at the office is tomorrow. Am I correct?
yep, I actually have to go to the office tomorrow.
Can you tell our
Did I
viewers
spoil
how
your joke?
long you have to be there?
like 2 hours.
The longest day. Slave labor. We need to start a grassroots campaign.
I need to be in a
to
union.
end-
I need a union.
God damn it! I didn't pay attention and I lost.
Yeah, you.
I did it to you in ships. You can do it to me. In
Yo-yo is arguably more important.
yeah. So, as you can tell, this team sucks. I am going to. So this is what I do when I
You have
come
two
across.
really good characters on this team. I don't know how. Like the problem is specifically Nobu. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is what I
Great
do.
kill.
I come in here and I go. You'll notice I've done it with this team once already. So they used. I organized everything by power originally, and they were so bad. I put them below my Kree, and now I'm gonna put them below the other hodgepodge team.
Fun fact: that's still weaker than like the base of my Blitz teams.
142.
Yeah. My
Nice.
Blitz teams, my good Blitz teams start at like 155.
Cool. Yeah, my good blitz teams start closer to 100, but like 90, I think, is where my weak condoms were. They're my weakest. How appropriate for the name. So with that last team, I probably could have won on auto if I actually paid attention to who I was fighting. I didn't really pay attention to anything. It was kind of like looking at the YouTube screen,
My
trying to figure out how
my
to share
Wakandans
that
are
meme.
180k. Yeah.
Decided I didn't want to
To be
share
fair,
the
I had
meme.
client
Looked
meetings.
up, defeated.
To be fair, I did have to spend time in client meetings all week.
Yeah. So he has been going all around town, working at places.
Just not my
not
office.
at his office. Yeah.
I mean, I put in like a solid 10 hours of work this week so far.
Got to respond to.
I remember watching Mobile Gamer, and Mobile Gamer would just say, "When you're picking a Blitz team, pick the one with Nobu." That just popped into my head.
All right. Go back to the phone.
Yeah, your Kree are pretty buff. Like 130k.
They're more than that. I think they're 140. We'll see in a second.
Okay.
But yeah, I worked on them because of Fury, and then I worked on Ronin because of Phoenix, and together they're pretty beefy. They're only Gear 9 also. So for any of you folks who are interested, I don't think I even got all their skills up to 6664. They are solid. I use them on defense
The
all the
minions
time.
don't have 3/6s. The minions don't have 3/6s. They have 2.
Gotcha. I think Ronin's the only one with his skills upgraded. Everybody else is, all blues, no purples.
Fair.
Yeah, they're 118. Actually, I was wrong. They are beefy, but not beefy.
Mine are like double.
This is the first team that I repeat, because
Nice.
they're that good.
I think the first time I repeat is the second or third to bottom team on my list. My roster's a smidge deeper than Chi'KiN's. Do you do all 4 rips on this team?
No. So what I do is I do 2 of this one, and then because they're low power, that's the reason why I don't do the multi rips on them. I do 2 on this team, 2 total battles. So 1 free, 1 cost. I go to the next team, do the same.
Okay.
I do that up until I get to my S tier teams, and then I keep. Then I save my energy. I just do one battle with each of them, and usually that'll land me with all the milestones completed.
Nice. It's been. I think the last time I did all the last time I went anywhere close to hard on a blitz was oh fuck, how long ago was that? Shit, I want to say Colossus. I want to say Colossus is the last time I like really tried on a blitz. Spoiler: my Colossus is still 3 stars.
Better than mine.
Yeah, but my Colossus is tier 13 though.
Oh, so pro tip, I realize it's probably only people who already know, but in case anybody's watching this replay later, pro tip, if you're doing the Ultimus raids, go with the 6 lane setup in U6. It'll really help your guild get 100% if you're constantly hitting 75.
See, my big mistake with Colossus that I recall is I didn't go hard on his second blitz. Because every time I do this, every Sunday, I grimace and like curse myself a little because I can't use my Phoenix in the Red Star Blitz.
Yeah, I toyed around with swapping in a different tank in there, like right guard or some other non-use tank.
Right.
But I just kind of keep Phoenix as my blue orb one. You know, like, okay, there's a couple of teams that I'm just gonna have some solid teams going up on the blue orb side.
Yeah, and the reason I'm going kind of hard on Yo-Yo is because I want to have I want to have a second full shield team. Because I want to take Captain America off of my second shield team.
Gotcha. Where do you want to put Captain America? Or do you just want him to float?
With Coulson, Medic, and with Coulson and Medic. It'll give me 3 full teams.
Gotcha.
Because I can put 2 non-shield characters on that team. But I was thinking like Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow, like +1. I don't remember who else is shield. Maybe Quake.
Gotcha.
With her. I also can't wait for Symbiote Spidey because it makes me look real smart for building Boom Hood instead of Spider Hood.
Gotcha. Speaking of Boom Hood, that's who I just used, and I'm using him a second time now.
Yeah. You're telling me that yours isn't 250k?
Mine is 150k.
That's still solid.
Yeah, everybody's got 3 red stars except Kingpin.
He has 5?
4.
Okay. My Kingpin has 5.
Yeah, if my Kingpin had another red star, I would activate. I think he's up to 6.5 stars now. I don't raise characters over 4 unless there's a reason to.
I take characters to 5 and then let orbs do the rest.
Yeah, but you're also the type that doesn't let it say that it can be upgraded. I think you were recently commenting that you have no characters you need to rank up.
I have 2 or 3 now.
Right, yeah, I have like 20.
Okay, I generally rank up my characters right about when they need to be because I don't know. I have OCD.
All right, so who am I gonna kill first? Doesn't matter.
In before loses again. This is interesting watching you blitz just to see like what your strong teams are.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for me once we trade hands and I share your screen with everyone.
Yep.
And there will be some technical difficulties with that because I have yet to share somebody else's stream on my whatchamacallit, with my setup. This is the first time for a lot of things.
Oh my.
You're my first. See, and this is why you want to do the most points, because if I had to stop right now, I'm 13 short of the next tier. So, literally 13 points. So, and if I was always taking the lowest ones, it'd be closer to like 5,000 away. So, again,
I'm not
based
gonna
on
lie to you. I don't pay attention to the power level of my opponent's teams. I just kind of whatever the first one is. If the first one is synergy that I don't think it can beat, I just hit next. I don't pay attention to which one's the biggest.
So here's my recently worked on power armor team. I got Vision to 5 red stars recently. Huzzah! They're all gear 9 except Iron Man because he used to be the meta and I got him early. Usually I'll look for non-synergy teams and I'll look for the most points of those non-synergy teams.
I'm super jealous of your Vision because I took mine to gear 13 for Ultimate 7.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he
I think
3
he only
red
has
stars?
3. I think he has 3.
I think I was
Maybe
looking
4.
at yours, and yours is opposite. Like you have
Yeah.
a higher, War Machine and Rescue, and mine are.
My Rescue and Falcon are almost exactly the same.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I believe my daughter will be returning soon, so I don't think that I'll be on sharing my video again. Just to give everybody a heads up, nothing personal. Just made an agreement with the missus in regards to my daughter.
I made that same agreement about 6 years ago. We talked about that.
Yeah, no, we had an agreement way early on where I was like, don't put any pictures or anything on Facebook or anywhere because they own those pictures and I don't want to see an ad with my daughter's face in it one day. So, but that didn't really stick. So,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen my daughter's face in any ads, so maybe Facebook doesn't do that anymore.
Man, when Power Armor wins, it feels very disgusting most of the time. It doesn't win a lot of close ones.
No, it doesn't. That reminds me, I am going to do a second battle with these guys. And so when you do this 2 battles for the middle part, basically your A squads, the squads that'll win like 70 to 80% of the time in the like tough fights, then and then you do, basically you sandwich in like one round, and then your double rounds in the middle. It'll usually land you, if you get all wins, it'll usually land you at 8-1 or 7-3, to where you basically prep to go in and just do hard fights for every return trip. So this is like your initial starting Blitz run. After that, you're going to use fewer teams because not all of them can beat teams at a hard tier.
I don't know how many teams I have that can beat pretty much any team I put them against. I'm a little curious.
Hold on, everybody. This is autoing, and I believe my daughter is home. So I'll be right back. This autoing looks like it's going to be continuing. Hold on. Hey, you. Did you have fun?
Yeah. No, I did not have fun.
You did not have fun?
No.
Well, come on in here. There's the pizza she was eating.
He definitely didn't mute himself when he left.
Okay. All right. So,
What are you watching?
what am I watching?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the YouTube right now.
Other people are watching Daddy.
I want to do Spider-Man.
You like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna pick a different team because this team's all
We are
used up.
playing the game where Chi'KiN's daughter fucks up his Blitz.
I want to do.
Oh wait, you don't have headphones.
Okay, we'll do this one.
Yeah, this one. Let's see which one I want.
This one.
Yeah, this one.
Characters act in order according to their speed. We'll go
That's
ahead
not
and push
true.
this button, and now they're gonna dance with each other. Dance party.
Hulk.
That is Hulk. Good job. Okay, let's go get you some pizza and a tablet. I'll be right back, everybody.
I want to stand it.
Yeah, he was a real busted, really good aim monstrosity. There's going to be a lull here after this battle. Hopefully we can do some editing. Take some of this stuff out. We will see.
Okay. Eat on the bed this one time.
On the bed, you play the ball.
Yeah, that's the only downside of the aim team is that they kind of take forever to win. Chi'KiN's aim is way more bonkers than mine.
Ruby, go say bye to mom.
What?
Come on, go say bye to mom.
Say bye.
Yeah, mom's going somewhere for a little bit, and she'll be back.
I can just.
I'm just at the neighbor's house, very close, okay?
Okay. Bye.
And
So now,
Yeah. No problem. Here, come here. I set up your tablet, so you can watch tablet, and you can have pizza, and I'll be right here. But I'm gonna be talking on the phone to all the people on YouTube's and Mr. Dan. Okay? Okay. She's lost in YouTube, kids. All right, thanks for your patience, everybody. Daughter just got home. Stream took a little longer than expected to get off the ground, and so that's why I had thought I had planned her arrival to be near the Switch.
Well, we're close-ish.
Yeah, we are. We're through my AIM team. Never would I ever have expected my AIM team to be this good. I got a 7-star
Your aim
monstrosity.
team isn't that good. You have one good character on your aim team that does all of the work.
Well, what I mean by that is this is 200k power. Like my Boom Hood's 150, and this team is
Your
200.
monstrosity is 1/3 of your team.
Yeah, 100%. That is exactly what's going on. Oh crap! I didn't realize I'm fighting a Phoenix team. Hooray!
They do put down debuffs.
Yeah. Wait, what the heck? They deleted Scientist Supreme. All right, so trying to make sure that AIM Monstrosity hits someone besides Phoenix. So, okay, this isn't gonna work. This is a great time to show you this cool thing. I don't want to lose my place, so I'm gonna quit battle, and instead of losing battle, where I get a defeat, I'm just gonna retreat. And what that does is it basically spends whatever I spent to start the battle, but it doesn't have any of the consequences to losing. So I'm still at 4-3. I just can't use this team.
Oh
on
god,
the
we're
other
still
team.
at 4-3?
Yeah, but it's gonna go pretty quick.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time, dude. It's alright.
Yeah. So yeah, this time around I'm not fighting Phoenix team, so I'll do it one more time.
I gave you a bunch. I'm giving you a bunch of shit, but watch me just like get completely just
Yeah.
pooped on like
Yeah,
3 or 4 times.
Every at the 3 every time it like resets.
Yep.
You're like, yeah, it's a time. You're like up there with BKT, and you're like, we're at 4-1 with my BKT. All right, so let's try this again. I was like, who do I want to fight? Well, Wolverine's got the most hit points, and that's when the rest of the team came into vision. And I was like, oh.
Oh no. Also, those little bars don't indicate set amounts of health.
Yeah, that's something really good to tell everybody. I learned this from you, but every character has their own little dots thing. It's not like every dot represents 2,000 hit points. No, it's different for every character.
Yeah. Another game we play is not like that. Don't check the chat.
You deleted message.
Did you see who it was?
Yeah.
I knew there's a reason I logged in under like the official YouTube and not mine. I'm trying to get him to jump in here.
Gotcha. Well, hey, enjoy your day off, man. Like, oh yeah,
Or don't.
I have to self-like this. Don't forget to like the thing, especially on account of the fact that
If there aren't 24 likes, someone's getting kicked.
I'm guest hosting, and it would be really nice to just hand him a nice pie instead of a shit sandwich. So,
Right? Just I got more likes than you, bitch.
right. Oh, damn it. Who'd I click off? Stupid freaking. Screw this. I don't feel like finding Punisher. So, if you don't have Punisher, Ms. Marvel is a good fit for the Defenders team. But now that there are a bunch of hero brawlers, Ms. Marvel has her own team. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend building towards that, but if that's the characters you have, they will work well.
Yeah.
I remember getting a lot of uninteresting or unexpected defense. Like you can tell that they went in thinking it was a pun fenders, but it was a Ms. Fenders. So it's much beefier. It doesn't have nearly the amount of firepower, but it's just much beefier. And yeah, so no matter who I'm fighting with defenders, I always manual part of it. I start with the baton and then I auto because it gives everybody on my team counterattack, and a lot of enemies will use their AoE first. And if that's the case, you can really cripple a team early on.
You still need to do targets.
What?
We don't have a target. Bridge?
Oh, yeah. Bridge is shown? Probably bridge.
Full kill?
Yeah, might as well. It's early enough in the night.
Alright.
We're at a 75% like ratio right now. Welcome, Mr. Gee. Mr. Frugy.
Up.
Is that Froggy? It's a
No.
froggy.
It's Frugy. It's the French pronunciation. So usually defenders.
You, I can retract them too. Poor Kyle. Damn it, Chi'KiN!
What?
What?
I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, you fru guy? God damn it.
That's not me.
Damn it, Kyle. Gosh darn it, Kyle.
Dag nabbit.
Alright.
Are you calling him an octopussy
Bitch.
5 times?
No. No, I am not doing that. What do I have?
I don't know. You hadn't got your test results back.
I don't think your wife would have given me anything.
Yeah, she'd tell you that's for damn sure. She wouldn't give you shit.
Even though she's clean.
Riposte. Well done.
Man. So how's your evening been, dude?
Oh, fine.
Yeah. You missed it. Chi'KiN took his aim team in again. You got absolutely kidnapped.
So what Mr. Potato is trying to say is that I took my AIM team against a Phoenix team and got absolutely ass slapped.
I said bitch slapped.
Well, it broke up a lot and sounded like ass.
No, I said bitch slapped.
I was trying to quote you. You're no longer Potato though, so.
Yeah. I was setting orders in war, and apparently Discord hates me.
It might, but it's not here on this call, so. Or was it when you loaded Discord? So you'll notice here I have Coulson in a different team than Fury. For Blitz, that's what you want to do. That way you have your, you can get your double synergy with Quake and Medic without gimping the Fury team.
Yes. Because wow, what's the other healer's name?
Operative.
Yeah, Operative. Yeah, Operative is good.
Yeah, Operative is awesome, and I had her on my Fury team for a long time. Yeah, like I kept Trooper off because she goes so early on in the match. If you have a Drax, you can shoot with your basic instead of like the very first move. You shoot with her basic, and it'll steal one buff and put it on Fury, including taunt. And so that's usually how I would always start the matches. For a while, I kind of refined the ability to just do a couple of manual attacks and then hit auto. And when I got the Fury team, it was around that time that they were the last ones that I figured that out with.
Nice.
After
Yeah,
that, teams became so awesome. You could just hit auto right at the beginning.
Yeah, I really love it that like this game was built for auto, but you can still manually play it for small percentage points.
Yeah, like
except War. In War, it's much higher percentage points because there's more factors. But yeah, in Blitz, yeah, I really like this team in Blitz.
Yeah, man, they're full health. We're fighting a tough team. The next time around, it's going to be like I guess 5-3 probably. We'll be fighting a tougher team then. You know, obviously not synergy, but they're walking out of it with full health.
Yeah.
So I do have Coulson's T4 on his ultimate, but not anything else.
Yeah,
his
I don't have
passive
anything
is
else.
next on my list. Oh, you don't?
Ooh, I could build that team.
Yeah.
I have all those characters unlocked.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid team because there's synergy between Coulson and Medic and Coulson and Quake. So,
yep.
And then the reason you want Black Widow next to Captain America is because she invises so much, and an invis stops a chain, and then just stuck on Captain America, so they never hurt any of these other squishy people.
And Chris Evans' job in this game is to do what he never actually did in the movies, which is unfortunate, which is die.
Oh, he did in the movies. You just got a spoiler alert.
Yeah, but he didn't stay dead.
Whoever does.
That's only Star Wars. Wrong fandom, asshole. People in Marvel are supposed to stay dead. That's kind of the point.
Well, I don't know if you know, but there's this thing called the snap, and I think Marvel has outdone every other genre in the amount of people that have come back from the dead.
I'm going to give you the slap. See if you come back from that. Oh, that was too easy. That was too easy, man.
Well,
man.
That was short and sweet. See y'all later.
All right, Free Guy, have a good one.
Thanks for coming. That's Fruit Guy. For those of you who don't know him, which I would be really surprised because we only have 4 viewers. But for
And
those
2
of
of
you
them
who
are
don't,
DPK.
he's also putting out some content. He just put out a roster review. I think was released. Oh wait,
Today.
no, it's coming out tomorrow.
No,
Oh no,
that was
you're right,
today.
right. That is coming out today, or it came out today.
It was already published. Yes.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, that's his strike for. I'm sorry, his.
Yes.
Stop!
Slugga.
Stop! Okay, so you can stop this and retreat the battle. Even if you're like
Get
taking the last punch of
wrecked.
damage, it'll still retreat.
God, you got just absolutely fucked.
Yeah, so this is another example of not necessarily an S quality team, but probably an A. They win fairly consistently, but not all the time. I probably should have
Well,
stopped doubling.
normally the way I look at it is, I think that this team should. I think that team should be able to beat every single non-synergy team of equal power and maybe like a 5% punch up.
So this team is kind of like my version of a hero brawler team. I had a gap in one of the spots because I used to have Captain Marvel there, but I stole her off to be part of the Asgardians team temporarily. And when I put Mantis in here, it really ups the survivability of this team, like immensely. I wouldn't necessarily say they're an S quality team, but this is a pretty solid team.
Well, it depends
They
on the
used to
comp.
all be almost dead at the end of every single battle, no matter who they were fighting, because they're glass cannons. Every single person on this team is a glass cannon, except for Ms. Marvel, who always assists. So, but like with the health equalization,
I would say
the fact she heals the
Deadpool.
lowest, like
Deadpool's pretty good.
yeah,
Staying
Deadpool's
alive.
definitely. Yeah, he's good at keeping himself alive, but you know, everybody else in the team is slowly falls.
That's fair.
So here I'm gonna try to take out Luke Cage first because I don't, because this team hits so hard, I don't need to. I can probably take him out before he gets a turn, in which case nobody gets defense up, and that's my goal. I don't know if I'll get there, but it looks like it because he's getting down there.
Also, one of the new characters has that same dog in one of her animations. I think it's Crystal. Crystal has that stupid dog that Miss Marvel spawns with in her animation. But it's in like her kill shot.
Boo. Let's see if I can take out Daredevil.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to kill Luke Cage first.
No, it was because I thought I could take him out, and then it didn't work.
How'd that work out for you?
Shut up. That's how.
Checks out. Resisted. Oh. Yeah, I actually have the T4 in Mantis's thing, so she always starts with charge. It's not a good T4, but there was a point in this game where I viewed T4s like Zetas from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, where you do all the required ones. And it turns out that the Guardians only needed like 3 and not all of the required, air quotes, required ones. Right? Like, I'll just say, if you do the thing, it's probably just going to kill Daredevil, and it's probably just going to whiff. Oh, you're so cute. You're manualing.
Oh yeah, you're watching me on YouTube, so the vocals will be out of sync. But yeah, so that's the delay, guys. Just so you know.
No, You just hit auto on the screen.
Yeah,
Like
I got
15,
the
20
YouTube
seconds
screen up. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not sharing your screen, so I have to like watch it on YouTube and
Oh,
commentate later.
yeah, I could do that, huh?
Yeah,
I should do that.
fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
Honestly, every time that I've been on a Zoom call with you guys, I went to YouTube to see it be less choppy.
That's fucked up. You're a dick. How dare you make fun of Kyle's graphics card?
No, I think it was more so that I was in like a crappy area and not on Wi-Fi also.
Sure.
So let's see. Phoenix Rex. Phoenix Rex Brotherhood, but do they beat Brotherhood with Strife? Probably.
I'd be willing to bet they beat literally anything in the game. Currently.
Thanks for sticking around. I know it's been an hour and a half so far.
There have been a few breaks. Hopefully my part of the Blitz takes less time.
Yeah, because we had some technical difficulties in getting this going, and Dagger's better at staying focused. I'll be honest.
I'm more organized. I don't know if I'm the most organized out of us, but I am definitely more organized than both Kyle and Chris. And it's not very close when it's the three of us. There's a lot of me lighting fires under them. Do your stuff.
Yeah, and it works.
Yes.
So, little side note, you don't really notice until you get to the higher blitzes. There's a point where you're using Phoenix and she just won't die. Like, I got her to gear 11 and then I put like the hit point piece on her, and she just wouldn't die to trigger her big hit, and they ended up killing the other teams. And I realized that you shouldn't ever use your Phoenix team at the lower tiers. They're only meant to destroy big teams. So
that's why my Phoenix doesn't hold out until we get way up in the whatever. It's like my second to last team because of all the reasons you listed.
Yeah, she's I think third last on my setup.
Yeah, it's like my last teams are like Boomhood, Phoenix, and BKT.
Yeah, so usually I would, like, if it was just me playing and not live streaming this, I would just still do one battle for these last few. But I kind of want to push it a little bit, see what I can get before I even get off. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a couple extra battles with Phoenix because Phoenix is my favorite team in this game right now. I am working on other teams, but they are my favorite.
I do like teams that can auto. My favorite team in the game right now is probably Supernatural. I mean, it's not probably Supernatural, but like I'd say as Guardians, but they're a defense team. Like I don't get to use them very often, but when I do, they're kind of fun too. But Supernatural are just a giant effing beating. They're just kind of a juggernaut, and I know that character's in the game, but like,
yeah.
Oh, I shared a screenshot the other day of me like punching across to a Coulson team with it. They were like, "Kill your Ghost Rider," and I'm like, "Oops, not dead."
Speaking of oops, not dead, none of my characters are dead, and their team is now gone. Yay!
Yeah, I'm not going to claim that I was careful with leveling up my Phoenix, but I was really at one point I was trying to keep my Phoenix weaker or on the same level as everyone else, and then it was just got to the point where F it.
Yeah, that's it. Red stars were that for me. Like I used to be really good about all my teams were like within 2K of each other.
Yeah,
Like,
she
you know,
had
I would gear them this much or I would star them this much and
2 red stars and then she had 4, and I gave up. Man, the beginning part of my roster is going to take a while. I'm guessing. What's your last team? Is that just BKT?
yeah, that is my BKT.
Yeah.
Because of the interesting thing when I was watching the Tony Scungili stuff, the BKT was ranked lower than like Boomhood, Fury, Phoenix in its ability to always beat top and Nate
Yeah.
3 teams.
Yeah.
And I was like bull, and I went in with one and got kind of wrecked against a non-synergy team and was like, okay, like, all right. And that's when I realized that Minerva's thing doesn't make her amazing everywhere. It makes her amazing in really, really hard raids because it's percent based. And if she heals for a percentage of their health on weak ass characters, then your whole team dies.
Well, more specifically, there's a more specific answer to that question, or answer to that, yeah, I guess question. BKT is really, really good if the AI pretends Minerva is like a fire hydrant and they don't like touch her at all. Then BKT can beat literally everything. But eventually
Right, yeah.
Minerva dies, and when she dies, it's a house of cards.
Yeah,
That's the real answer to like why BKT is lower. It is very dependent on one character.
but we don't give 17-year-olds wine.
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon.
I mean, my BKT is 300k, and like it's the same thing that you were talking about with like a couple moves and then auto. A lot of the time, you have to like it's the old CLS team thing where it's like delete you, okay, hit auto, right?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of do with my BKT. Is I like you kill the problematic person with Rocket and Star Lord, and then you hit auto, and they generally win almost every fight. But doesn't Skajuli like literally say when he's doing it that he bases all of these like rankings on auto?
Yes. He
Yeah, and
bases
like
them on auto versus defenders team. Because for when he first started doing everything, defenders showed up like maybe I'm wrong on these numbers, but it was like 60% of the time you fought a
2 of them
defenders
were
team.
defenders. Yeah, 2 of them were
Yeah.
defenders. One of them was not.
Yeah.
8.3 was just defenders. How many teams
Yeah.
do you have that can auto defenders? That's 8.3.
And that's what his whole thing was. And then right before he did my roster review, or right after he did my roster review, is when they adjusted. It was right before. It was like a month before they adjusted. They were like, let's fix it so you get more diverse teams. And all they really did was, mess with it in a way that made it more annoying. But realistically, it's kind of reminiscent to me of like when it was launched and no one could beat 8-3, air quotes, no one could beat 8-3, and you had to like go in and try hard and then fail on purpose and then go back and try hard and fail on purpose, et cetera, et cetera. So
How close are you to finishing all the milestones?
I was at 600 a second ago, so pretty close.
Okay. I'm hoping I can actually finish the milestones with my first run. I'm usually pretty close.
Well, if your lowest team is 180, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Well, no, of my real
I
Blitz
just
teams.
hit 600. I just hit 600. So
No, I was saying like my real Blitz teams. Like when you said these are my real Blitz teams, like
gotcha.
my Blitz teams I start using more than once start at like 160, 100, somewhere in there. I generally do like 3 battles with my with a couple of my teams though, because I will never use them the remainder of the time.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's the thing there is a point, there is a tier of strength that you're just not passing.
yeah, and like I'll kind of tell you about some of those teams on my roster. Like for example, my Sinister Six is one of them. I usually do 4 battles with it because I'm never using it again. Oh, you did all of them with Phoenix. All right. Oh, you have 2 more teams after this.
Fruit guy's over there talking crap.
Oh, is he?
I had to tell him, this ain't the casino and we don't give credit here. He said, still not done? Casino would have been done by now. Yes, he would. He also has all his kinks worked out in the beginning. He can just hit turn it back on. Me, I had to figure it out on the way, and somebody wasn't here to, help. Dan. No, I mean, sorry, my cough was wrong. Fruit guy. Brain kill. I mean, high brain kill.
Yeah, all the tech guys were not here.
Usually, I'm the tech guy, so that's
I
funny.
am never the tech guy. I am never the tech guy.
I will say, I usually, and whenever I'm at a place, I'm, I was the unofficial IT guy for a lot of companies that I worked for, but I do have to say, props are due. Fruit guy and Brainkill are way more learned on the topic.
To set the bar incredibly low.
Don't blame ignorance on why you haven't changed the suck settings yet. Well played, Fruit guy. Well played. For those who don't know, I know a lot of stuff that I'm talking about with these Blitz teams is stuff everyone knows, but just in case, you want to put Trooper between Fury and Shield Security when you have Operative in the team, because she'll early on drop the taunt on Fury, and then it goes back and forth between them, and Trooper just chews them all up. If you're like my buddy Malzo, he has a 5 red star. It's either 5 or 6 red star Trooper, and that fool.
That's right. Brainkill
people.
doesn't even play Strike Force, so he's just like watching us do a thing. He's just like, "Hey, you beat them! Yay!"
Yeah, you need a little water? Here, have some water. 2 hands. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, so now you can see the difference between some of my other teams and this team, and that's the kind of difference we were talking about earlier when we were referencing like S tier, A tier, B tier, etc. The Kree minions would probably be like solid B, a B plus tier, not quite A minus, but solid B plus. Then you got this team, which is an S, but then BKT is an A. And the reason for that is that this one, I'm not, I have no concern whatsoever. I'm totally going to win these fights until I get to 8-2. But since I'm at 6-2 or 6-3, it's really easy to. Oh no, I'm at 7. Aha. And actually, I might be able to be done in just a moment, so I hope you are prepared. We're about to do the switch and get over to what you guys were really here for, which was to see Dagger do his battles.
What does the watch me face plant? Yeah.
Chi'KiN is a master of many positions.
Wowzers.
Okay, what do you want to do now then? Okay, well I'm almost done here and then I can help you find a new thing. Do you want to watch maybe a Lippy? You want to watch Lippy? Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna check more real quick.
You want to sit on my lap and watch this? Okay, you can watch that Nickelodeon? Cool. All right, so sorry for that little delay. I'm on daddy duty. That is an interesting non-synergy team, but I'm afraid to fight it. We're fighting it.
Speaking of fighting it, we've made 0 headway on the bridge. After my blitz, I'll probably clean up one of the rooms.
Okay, cool. So there will be a little bit of onboarding just to give all of you people a heads up, little onboarding delay. Because I have to figure out how to share Dagger's screen to the full screen.
I also had to make sure all the ads were made to shrink. That was one of the big things I was just doing. I gave it to you in the correct order from left to right for you guys. Or right to left, whichever way you want to place it.
On the Colson team, I did it. It was the way you'd put it down would be Quake, Black Widow, Medic, Captain America, Coulson.
That's the drop order.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
order you would
from
touch your
left to
screen. Yeah.
yeah. I also use that exact same squad. It's just a couple thousand points higher. See, it looks like you did the thing, but got lucky where you're not supposed to take anyone in against Strife that you can't beat. But thankfully, he took Groot and not like one of the characters you can't beat. For example, if he had taken Minerva, you'd probably just lose.
Yeah, well,
Not to say that you're winning.
So we're undoing that. Learned something today. Don't fight Dr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister.
That too.
He's the leader of the Sinister Six. Unless he's not.
So we just need to do one more battle to get that last milestone. So I'm going back to my Fury team because they FS up. They FSU, buddy. Shout out to my Florida friends.
How far are you from Fresno?
Fresno, California? That's a place?
Thought it was. None of those teams look good. Let's take your Phoenix team again, dude.
An hour by plane? LA's halfway, but 5 hours. It's 340 miles.
Okay.
So
Well,
here's a great
that's
example.
that's
I'm
another
fighting
FSU.
Drax. Oh, gotcha. I'm fighting Drax. If I hit auto, she would just use her hide somebody, but I don't want to hide anyone. I want to steal the taunt. Now I can attack anyone I want, aka let's go mess up some rocket.
Damn it, True Guy.
I didn't know
I'm
they
not
had
reading it
those
out
there.
loud.
I didn't know they had those there.
That's an Enrique Iglesias reference, I believe.
Did he give people racist gift baskets?
No, he got one. He got a racist gift basket in Fresno. I don't know where it was actually. I'm guessing that's where the Fresno comment came from.
What? I can't guess what would be in it on account of that making me some kind of racist. But do you happen to know what was in the gift basket?
No. But if True Guy wants to hop back on here, he can tell the story. Sorry, Gabriel Iglesias, whatever. Some Latino guy. They all look the same. Except for the fluffy one. Yeah, that's right. Enrique would have given him a different gift basket.
Hi-yo. Okay, so this is about done here. I am killing Groot now. Huzzah! Oh, come here, you can hold my hands. Yeah, there you go. Hold hands, good job. Okay. That just sounded like a big fart. Oh, it was a burp. Good job.
You're a big fart.
I am a big
Or
fart.
specifically a skinny fart.
I'm a big skinny fart.
All right. You requested the story. So I'm here to tell it.
Let me know when I'm live, Chicken.
Okay, so
You're not live.
okay, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna collect all these now. So you can see I got to 7-3 with one loss where I went down 2.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Fruit Guy.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. We do want the story. We're
All
gonna
right.
get all of these milestones. And I'll keep quiet so Farouk can tell the story while I change everything over.
All right. So when it comes to the racist gift basket thing, Gabriel Iglesias and his buddy Martin, were going to somewhere north in the north of California. I forget where they were going, but because Gabriel is a large fellow, they were going to fly, and they couldn't fly because they were wanting him to buy 2 seats. So they drove. Well, they were coming through Fresno, and they saw a billboard for another comedian named G. Riley, the black guy. And so they were just gonna meet him like in his hotel room and just hang out or whatever. And he was like, "Well, no, let's play a joke on him. Like, why don't we get him a gift basket?" And they're like, "Well, better than that, let's make it a racist gift basket." So they left and went to the store and bought a gift basket. Took all the crap out. It was like an old Easter basket on clearance or whatever. And so they ended up filling it with stuff like Kool-Aid, malt liquor, fried chicken. There was I think they said they put a Chris Rock DVD, one of his stand-up specials called Bigger and Blacker. I think that was the name of it. And so when they were explaining this, when they were in the store getting this stuff, they were explaining it to the staff, and they were, there was a bunch of black people that worked there, and they started helping them. So it would be, as he said, all the more authentic. And so they took it back up there, and one of the things that they had got was a card that was a Halloween card, and it had like a picture of 3 ghosts, but they were in sheets. So it wasn't like a Casper the ghost. It was more like somebody had on a sheet. And so they sent it like signed Love Chamber of Commerce, Fresno Chamber of Commerce or whatever. And he has the segment on YouTube, so you can go there and watch it. But one of the funny things about this is, after he told this story in one of his specials, he started getting racist gift baskets himself that were, would be racist towards a Latino. So that just makes it all the more funny.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got the screens all live, everybody. This is now Dagger sharing his screen. I didn't want to interrupt the story. Some of you saw me do it a little slow.
No, it's fine.
That was a funny
We just
story.
need
And I
these to-
remembered hearing it before, but it was funny to me that I didn't hear it until
Because with every update on Marvel Scrambles, we have to wait for all of the character models to reload. They don't stay in the game in between updates. I don't have a good reason for why all the models are going to have to load. But it's funny that the bottom 5 characters on my roster are Hydra. These are the bottom 5 characters on my roster. I'll try to do the Chi'KiN thing. The strongest teams to fight.
Yeah, I was upgrading my Black Widow so she'd be useful.
Yeah, my Black Widow's not really all that useful, and she's kind of a monster.
Well, I just quickly got her to level 50 in Gear 9, so.
Yeah. She's like one of my pride and joys. She's one of the first characters that like I was happy to have, because I actually like set alarms back when Blitz reset every 6 hours, not every 2 hours. Basically, I set alarms to Blitz for her.
So that was definitely a launch thing, because I started playing a couple of 3 months after, and then took a long break. And it was still a 2-hour Blitz before I took that break.
Yeah, this was like the first 3 months of the game. Yeah. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Blitz used to be 6-hour cooldowns.
Yeah. One thing that is kind of cool is that the characters don't always work the same in every part of the game.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, I
Also,
do have to say I like that a lot. It's really reminiscent of what Star Wars Galaxy Heroes tried to do with their specific mod battles, except they feels like it was a more refined idea in Strike Force.
Yeah. You
I
one
have
more
to say,
character.
I believe that Marvel Strike Force game wise is a better game, but it did come out a long time after Galaxy of Heroes came out. So I mean, there is that. It's like comparing Mortal Kombat 1 or Mortal Kombat, the most recent one, to Street Fighter 2. You know, like, of course, Mortal Kombat's better. So, even if you like Street Fighter characters more. But I do have more love for the Star Wars universe than the Marvel universe. Not to
Yeah,
say I
we talked.
dislike the Marvel universe. But
Yeah, we've talked a lot privately on like voice chats and stuff about. I like Marvel mostly because the MCU's great. I was never a big comic book guy, but I definitely don't have much like personal stake in any of the characters. Like, I don't have emotional attachments to like, we have Bucky or Winter Soldier here. I don't have any like emotional attachment to many of these characters. Where in Star Wars, I want my Sith to beat the living you know what out of Jedi.
yeah,
I have like a stake in that game.
yeah. Here, Ruby, let's. Sorry, guys.
well, I mean,
That's okay.
comparatively, Marvel does have a much deeper and history to it, so there's a lot of stuff that they can pull from, which I think that will keep Strike Force going a lot longer than Swugga will. For
I think
that,
more people I think more people are willing to pay it for Star Wars content than Marvel content.
Well, maybe you're new to this because they just started coming in at Star Wars with their whole like Mary Sue Ray stuff. But the I'm gonna make some people mad here. I don't care. The the powers that be that specifically interjected themselves into comics to destroy them because they hated the air quotes basement dweller nerds that liked those sorts of things. Um, that is strong. So if you put something out there and you kept it true to like the comic where it was originated, I'm willing to bet money that you're going to have a lot of comic book nerds that are willing to fork out money. Just just like in Star Wars, it, uh, there was always people who were willing to spend a good chunk of money, and then more came out of the woodworks with some of the newer movies. So that's just my 2
Yeah,
cents.
the other thing too is it's 2 words. It can be 1 word. Retroactive continuity. That's one of the things I have trouble with Marvel. Is when you Google one of the characters, you get like 19 stories on that character. You get all 11 backstories and all 75 arcs. I'm obviously being hyperbolic, but you get what I'm saying. My point is still valid.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's one of the issues I have with Marvel is that like there's no set story, where in Star Wars there is a set continuity. Granted, it sort of kind of changed when Disney bought it, but there's still constant continuity in the universe.
So I don't know or care where people are at on the religious spectrum. So, but this is really reminiscent of like what Disney did with um, Star Wars. It's very reminiscent of what the Catholic Church did with the Bible. They went in, took the parts they liked, said the other parts they didn't like didn't exist or have any real bearing on anything, and no matter who bitched about it, they didn't change. So this is really kind of the same.
Yeah.
Because I heard there's yeah, I listen to some out there stuff sometimes, and I heard about some like a book of Mary and a book of Judas or something. that the Catholic Church has possession of. But anywho, I don't know how true any of that is, but obviously people will say all kinds of things like it's a secret, so it must have the devil hiding in there. Like that makes sense because it's a secret. Why else would they keep a secret from us?
Well, if you want to know more about this, like they talk about it in the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the Da Vinci Code kind of echoed things that I'd already heard and stuff like that. And
I'm not going to take a side in this, but I will just say like Chi'KiN's not super off base. If that makes sense. I am a fairly religious person, but as he said, I don't want to start the conversation, but he's not super far off base.
Yeah. No, and yeah, not to comment either way on whether the act of the church was the right one or not. When I say the church, I mean Catholic, Roman Catholic, like the Pope in charge of things type shit. Anywho, that got sidetracked real easy. So
yeah, well, I would say you can see the first team I do multiple attacks with is this really crappy Fantastic Four team with Hulk carrying. If you saw the team, it's like 20K, 18K, 18K, and then like 35K. It's basically just the whole point of this entire team is to get the Hulk to take like that big turn where he like slams himself down on the ground, and then you ride that to victory. See? Perfect example. This team is not good.
But you can balance a couple of like known knowns against your unknown unknowns.
Yeah, so if you look at the team here on the left, you can see it's like 17K, 15K, 16K, 21K, 38K. But the team works because if you look on the right, you basically just point at the 30K guy, they kill that first, and then it's all weak people.
And that's definitely
that only works at the bottom end.
Yeah. That only works in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, like Fruit Guy likes it.
Giggity. All right.
Only if it wiggles just right.
Wiggle there just a little bit.
You can stop anytime. Also, if you look at the top characters of my, you got to see Chi'KiN's top characters, and you see the top 6 characters of my account, and mine are a smidge higher. This team is slightly better at punching across because it has more synergy. But we get all the bad teams out of the way early, kind of like what Chi'KiN was saying. And you try and save Spider-Man for last. Otherwise, you'll spend 17 minutes trying to kill him because he dodges 3/4 of them. And as soon as I say that, he doesn't dodge. There we go. He dodged. Dodge. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there's no DPS there.
Another team I kind of like using in Blitz that I haven't been really using a whole lot, but it still works pretty good at the low levels is the 4 power armor and Minerva.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get to see my power armor. They're probably going to do 1. Though it depends on where I'm at on the milestones, but they could do anywhere between 1 and 4 battles, depending on like when I get to them, how many times I lose, etc. If I lose a few times, I might get to them on like 7 or 6. And if that's the case, you might get to see them do more than 1 battle. But similar to Chi'KiN, I don't do multiple battles on my high-end teams usually. Actually, I can actually, because in 2 hours it'll be after my reset.
Yep.
So I can actually go kind of ham on this. Chi'KiN's resets later, so he's going to get another run in, and I'm not going to get another run. So I can actually go a little ham on this if I want. But again, it's using the low teams as much as possible here because they're eventually going to be useless. All right. Yeah. This is probably their last battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a roster video for Strike Force probably tomorrow and have it probably come out over the weekend. So
Yeah, we have a
get to
nice
see all
backlog.
of
Yeah, we have a nice backlog, thankfully. We can use this time, I guess, to talk a little bit about our plans. I don't know if you saw the suggestions Chicken and I had, but like you can talk about the PC games you're doing.
Yeah, certainly. And I was actually looking at getting some of them. I'm a big, well, several years ago, I was really big into playing MechWarrior 4 and played that online for 2 or 3 years, something like that. And that was back on dial up. So didn't really have to, as long as you didn't have a humongous ping time to the server, it was very playable.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. And then since then, I haven't played it a whole lot, but there's MechWarrior Online, and now there's MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. And the online is basically just using the big battle mechs in a online, basically team deathmatch type games all the time. So not really much to it on the MechWarrior Online, but it is you can play it free, but it has a lot of where you can spend money to buy the mechs that you want to use in the battles and whatnot. So it's not a game where just by playing it you can have access to everything from what I've seen. So
Yeah, these bottom two teams here, the reason they're below everything else is these are kind of my throwaways if I want to reset, but they still have the ability to win. So you can put them in on auto, and if you win, that's great, and if you lose, that's sometimes better. So it really just depends. Some of these teams, like this one, for example, is going to lose. It's basically going to become the Spider-Verse team with the Spider Boys and the 3 Spider Boys and the 2 symbiotes. This one's going to be sketchy. Whatever. Cage is the strongest. They should be fine. Yeah, I mean, like with chickens, the first 15 or 20 minutes or so are going to be super boring, and I do apologize for that because it's just going to be all just like these kind of teams.
Well, to be fair, it was the first 45 minutes of my stream because the first 25 minutes of my side of the streaming was dead air and intros and saying some things and then not remember what we said and then having to recap.
Yeah.
We'll cut the first 20 minutes off the replay. If anybody's in there editing it and happens to be listening at this moment, I do on screen 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's a visual thing there too. All right.
My AIM team does not have one character that is 1/3 of the power of the entire team. Just kind of show you. Is there anybody that's heavy debuffs? This one's probably. Yeah, I really like AIM. AIM is on my radar for one of my next teams I'm going to work on. Watch Venom take a turn. Oh no! What if all of those debuffs were on you? What if all those debuffs were on you? Yeah, the M team's really silly. It's really good. If you ever see a supernatural team, this team can punch up like 50%. A 200k aim team can beat a 300k supernatural team. I have screenshots of me doing it. Well, mine's only 150, so I've only ever fought people that are like, is there a heavy debuff team here? Nope. Moving on. Also, Chi'KiN mentioned this on his. This aim team is one of those where I will use it more if I see a debuff team.
All right. Well, I got to go, y'all. See y'all later.
All right, for you guys, see you again, and again, and again, again, and again. We've already made it up to his guardians, and this is where we start. Like what Chi'KiN said, we start doing the small rotations. Did Chi'KiN mute himself? He probably died. Yeah, nothing super special about this team. It's just all sustain. Well, here's hoping we're still actually on YouTube. Now it's just deciding if I want to burn more Blitz energy. We'll just do this and we'll come back if we need to. Well, it sounds like Chi'KIN's still there. He's just not talking.
I'm dealing with some home stuff right now. I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay. Yeah, I like this. This is a war defense team. Nothing super fancy. Chi'KIN pointed out he has kind of the same build, except I actually have Mr. Sinister. The goal here is for hand sorceress to give defense up to Strife to make him not squishy, because my Strife is low stars and super squishy. And since my next Blitz is going to be after reset, I'm going to do, I don't want to say an abbreviated version, but I do want to make it all the way through the list, and then we can come back to some of the other cool teams. I shouldn't say cool teams. All the other teams that I want to do more times, because their cooldowns will reset after my reset. Probably could have picked a different different verbiage there, so I didn't use the same word to describe two different things. Like with the reset. This team's a lot more fun to manual because of Black Panther. Getting him to take a whole bunch of turns in a row is always kind of fun. That being said, who cares? He just does it on auto. See? Takes all the turns. Defense down. Yay! Take all the turns. Yeah, Black Panther's a blast. He's a lot of fun. He'll eventually get his unique nerfed, in my opinion. But basically, the goal here is to do all the milestones tonight. But I want to make it through all my teams, kind of like Chi'KiN did, just to kind of, I don't, showing off is not the right way to phrase it. It's more or less, I just want to showcase. And then we can go back and we can pick teams to go against other teams, and we can do more like, I don't want to call them meta fights, but like, if I see a Fury team, I can take in my power armor and et cetera, et cetera. Just have a little bit more fun with counter metas or something. But I'm going to hit the milestones, all 14 milestones tonight. Normally I would do this differently, but like I said, because it's close to my reset and all the cooldowns will be back to normal, there's no punishment for this run being like this. Like, my overall goal is to hit 1 million tonight. I don't know if that's going to be reasonable, but we'll see. Another way to phrase it is I missed a Blitz rotation because of this. Well, not because of this, but I will have missed a Blitz rotation. So this weight rotation can just be for fun.
You missed a rotation? Was it because everything took so long?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
It's not a big deal. And like I said, my reset's coming up. So I'm going to go all the way up through my roster, and then we'll do like, we'll see what the team is, and we'll pick who to take against it, kind of thing.
You got an hour coming up. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're gonna cherry pick, like, okay, this team takes this team takes.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Mostly because I'm gonna, like I said, I said a little bit ago, I'm gonna try and hit 1 million because I missed a rotation.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just got a little over 75, and I didn't really even use my BKT. The BKT went in and lost, and I was like, okay, we're going back to Fury.
Yeah. Well,
So, and
you
that's a
failed
good
in phase
example
2.
of
You can at
just
least
because
watch
it's
my.
a strong team. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say, since you failed in the second phase, you can watch my Ultron actually do something. He's down there at the bottom of the screen.
Gotcha.
Calling boys to help.
Your screen locks on my Zoom side. Oh, there it goes. It's because all the buffs hit, and you're on Zoom, and and you're on hotspot. I bet.
Yep. Well, the other problem too is my frame rate's down to 30 FPS because I'm on the low graphics
no
mode.
crap. So funny story. It froze from the first buff to you winning the batch.
Oh, neat. Well, you can go watch on YouTube then.
So I can't see. Well, you got to remember, YouTube is capturing my screen. I'm in my room looking at my computer.
Well, go watch it on YouTube then. That's why I said, go see if it's that choppy on YouTube.
It is. I got YouTube there too. But what YouTube is doing is, well, so the way the stream is working is that I'm capturing the window off of my computer, for the Zoom call, and usually when I'm in a Zoom call at work, I just look at YouTube because for some reason yeah, like it's way less choppy on my screen than it is on my phone. But in that instance, the computer screen was hella choppy. So
Okay. So don't use
like
my
it
Fury team is
froze.
what you're saying.
What's that?
So don't use my Fury team is what you're telling me.
Well, I don't know about Fury. I just know that for Ultron, it got so flashy so many times it was just like, okay, we'll wait till you finish.
All right.
You
Yeah,
want some
as
more
you can
milk,
see,
Kunga?
my team is buff. My
You know what?
Kree minions,
You don't?
they're pretty buff. If it's super choppy, we might just do all the milestones and call it.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's not. It was only that one team. The next team you did, it was smooth sailing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was saying. Like I said, because I'm missing a rotation, I was gonna try and hit. I was gonna try and hit 1,000,000.
Right on.
Yeah, and I even said too, because I'm missing a rotation. Like I'm just gonna kind of have some fun with this. I use the bottom of my roster as efficiently as possible because they're useless. But yeah, I probably could have showcased the top half of my roster more.
Brainkill says, just watch it on YouTube. I am on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm able to get to the milestones a lot quicker than uh, Chi'KiN is because yeah, I just have a lot more power in all my teams. For lack of a better way to phrase it, I just have a lot more power on my teams.
Yeah, it's just I think that we have similar rosters and setups with like some variants, but
I just
really
have a
like
lot more
your
gear on most
bottom
of my
end is
teams.
higher than my bottom end, like
Yeah,
by a considerable amount, and that's just basically where it is.
yeah. No, I fully agree. Like your roster's not bad. I just have had more time to put more effort into my characters and more
Yeah,
resources.
yeah, I took a little break.
I did
Like
too,
when I
but
say
my break
break, I
was in.
mean like I didn't do my dailies, but I still logged in and collected energy. So
Yeah. Hey, we might lose this.
hey, yeah, probably not though, unless ooh,
Nah.
explode. Yeah. Oh.
So close, Chi'KiN.
Yeah, your
Got
Tulsa
there.
team actually survives, not mine.
Also, do we want to talk about how mine still has like? I showed you my Black Widow, right?
Yeah, it's 63K,
Yeah, my Black Widow's a pimp.
62K.
All her T4s. No, we won't use this team more than once. I usually do use it more than once, but all right, we'll test YouTube here.
Yeah, both of those, or at least that team wasn't bad. I don't know what it was about Ultron.
Probably all the stealth.
Yeah, but also I think maybe this is like the first time it's running the I think it's the first time it's running.
At least we got the audio stuff figured out. All right, this is gonna take a bit. I'm gonna go grab the drink real quick. And back before it's over. How does YouTube look with this team?
Smooth sailing. We're
Okay.
we're smooth. I oh sorry, I got a little sidetracked by a text message. Yeah, so you know how it makes you load every character for the first time when you come in and play the game?
Yep.
I think it also makes you load every animation the first time it does set animation
Yeah.
after a load. So I think that's what it was. Just all his animations were all new animations because you hadn't even fought
Okay.
him on the other side. You know,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. This team is also like, I love this team. This team is so cool. Let's see if we can find a real team, not defenders. This Captain Marvel's probably gonna be more difficult than that entire defender team. I'm not trying to be
The
mean.
one
It's just defenders
character.
I'm just not trying to be mean. I'm just saying like the defenders are kind of a joke. Plus, like it's a bad matchup for the Supernatural because JJ's stupid, the jerk. And she says no to all their debuffs. And then they just like walk over a team like this. You're just like, oh, all right then.
Yeah, for those of you familiar with Star Wars, and forgive me if you've already said this, Dagger, but this team is like the General Palpatine, or General Palpatine.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. No.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite teams. It's probably my favorite team to actually play manually. It's just a ton of fun. And we're almost up to the top of the roster.
I do have to say.
Yeah.
I do have to say, for me, Elsa Bloodstone is one of my favorite characters for War.
Yeah, because she's anti-boost. She's one character that's just anti-boost. She's
but I
such a
probably
filthy
use her as
character.
an anti-boost in a different way than you use her as an anti-boost. She is the bottom person in my roster that is unlocked. So I send her at boost teams, and she gets punched in like half a second to Mars, right? and then it ends, and the boost is gone. And I'm like, gee, thanks. I love you, level 1 Elsa Bloodstone. You're the best in War.
No, mine just kicks the shit out of basically anything. Actually, I recommend leveling her up. She's a good blaster, and she's so good as a plug-and-play character in War. Because she's just... Actually, I don't actually know if she actually is. Because
The
I don't
person
know
we're
if her...
talking about right now, Elsa Bloodstone, Brain Kill, is the chick on the General Palpatine team. With the
We'll go back to it.
Yeah, no, he said who's the chick with the shotgun on the General Palpatine team?
Oh yeah,
That's
Elsa Bloodstone. She is
who we
Marvel's
were
Van
just talking
Helsing.
about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She is Marvel's version of Van Helsing.
Yeah, she's Van Helsing. See what I did there?
No.
You're like, no, veto. I
Nice
veto
try.
this act.
Yeah. Well, Magneto's kill animation is awesome. You know, it just drops an asteroid on your face.
Yeah, so you're pretty close to.
Oh, I always get all the milestones on the first one. Like I said, I skipped over a bunch of things I was already planning to do just to get through my whole roster, just to make sure I make it through my whole roster. Well, here you go. Right. But if you can see there, like at one point my Phoenix had 2 red stars and was like 47k, and you know, close to all the rest of them. And then she got 4 red stars, and then she wasn't close to all the rest of them.
Because I see you have a 7-star Phoenix.
6.
Oh, okay. Right. I feel less bad about my life.
Who's not 7 stars. Yeah, I figure we'll take Phoenix against a real team, have some fun. Maybe she'll die.
Yeah, so just so you know, a trick that you can use to spawn mismatch teams or to spawn high teams, if you're pushing real hard, you can use this trick. What you do is you go into your team, right, and you load all 5 of your top characters, like the top 5. Doesn't matter synergy. Doesn't matter anything. Just the top 5 most powerful characters on your roster.
Hey, she died.
Finally.
Hey, they all died.
And then what
Look
that does is it locks in or unlocks rather like the highest possible power bracket, and then
Okay.
you can take in a lower synergized team that wouldn't have like because you're it keeps it in brackets. That's why you'll notice like if you change teams and they're similar in power, like sometimes
Yep,
your
it's the same
choices don't
team.
change. Yeah.
Yep.
It's how you reset your choices to the top power or to the bottom power, you know.
Neat. Well,
So
now you can see my 300k BKT team.
300 BKT. You see what I did there?
I did. And you can, not do it again. That'd be cool.
You're welcome.
No one made it this far into the video. It's okay. All right. What I was talking about the CLS thing, you just kill the crossbones and they should be able to auto it from here.
Oh, I wish we were on VC and not YouTube, so I may vent, but I don't want to share this with the world.
Very soon,
Suffice to say,
young man.
Suffice to say, grr.
Also, for a while I called Thanos the Undertaker. So anybody who is a wrestling fan will notice he choked. His kill animation is a choke slam.
Yeah.
And Thanos snaps his fingers and kills half the universe. So he's a big scary guy. So yeah. Also, on that same thing, my brother took that and we called Cable Kane because they're both Josh Brolin. If you guys weren't familiar with that. All right, let's see. What do we have here to fight? Well, those are real strong, so let's not do that. And we'll come down here to power armor. Let's see. This one could be fun. None of these teams really do a lot of buffs. Yeah, this is. I don't know if they'll punch up this high. Let's find out.
Let's test it. Let's find out. I got my.
I might manual this. Not that it's gonna be much different than autoing. Whatever. You can get punched by Punisher.
Punching her.
Don't really have a good place to do this, so we'll just aim this down the middle. He's right, like Punisher's gonna punch him no matter what. He's gonna hit 3 people, and he's either gonna hit Daredevil or Punisher. All right, give everybody the offense up. Of course he goes to go next. What the hell? All right, so let's do that. Eat all the turn meter. Hit the tank. And explode. And not kill anybody. Cool. You had one job, and that was to, murder their board. And now you're gonna let Vision get kills. You're gonna let Vision and Falcon each get a kill. War Machine's garbage. War Machine got 1 kill. Even Rescue got a kill. You're trash, War Machine. All right, we're gonna do a few more of these just for some fun. Oh, this team looks like fun. Actually, let's just do some more of this. We got some more battles we can do. Sure, why not? I don't know how much accuracy Elsie has. We're gonna find out. Watch this. Boop. What blinds? All right, that's problematic. All right. We need Doctor Strange to not die. Okay, thanks. Yeah, by the way, look at the Elsa Bloodstone is silly. Well, Doctor Strange is gonna die. You're gonna resist everything. Do you have heal? I can't even see if you have heal block. You do not have heal block. All right. Yeah. Doctor Strange made it. Not dead. No, he's dead.
Ah, boo. I mean, huzzah.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I don't know how high a punch up that was, but it was not pretty. Let's take on this Phoenix with a hodgepodge.
Yeah, we can look at the replay. Or yeah, I can't tell what it is from here.
Crane that chicken neck. I mean,
yeah, this is Elsa taking out busted Phoenix team, like all the wrong X-Men with Phoenix.
basically, they got to flip their Phoenix though, so
Yeah. I wonder what the purpose
dead.
of that team is. Yeah, like because a lot of these are the way they redid it. You're fighting like people's actually selected teams.
Yeah. Well, what might be the case is they don't have Colossus. Colossus is not an easy character to get. Hey, look, Mordo's back again. Mordo's back. Tell some
Tell
men.
a friend. Tell some men. Brain kills back. Brain kills back. Brain kills back.
Get wrecked. Yeah, the trick with the shotgun is awesome. All right, we only got like 3 or 4 more of these left before I hit 1 million. Oh,
Yeah, not 4. It'll be 3 by the time you get it. Well, maybe 4 if you lose one.
well, it also depends on who I take.
Yeah.
Because I think I only have 1 more battle with this team. You know, we'll take the Minerva team. They're probably a little tougher. Yeah, this is like Emperor Palpatine. It's a turn meter. It's a turn meter debuff team.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
Also, the team's just fun. Like this is one of the teams I actually like. Don't mind like actually manual.
I mean, realistically, this is like an Emperor Palpatine team because Ghost Rider looks like Palp. Doctor Strange keeps bringing them back like his name was fucking J.J. Abrams and shit. So.
Also, they die from dots. It's a dot team. They call them bleeds in this game, but they're dots in Swugga.
They're dots in every other game. It's damage over time.
Yeah.
This is the only one that specifies it's a bleed, because in other games you can have poisons and you can have bleeds and you can have etc.
We send Dorothy to Oz. That always goes through my head when he does that Winds of Watum. Right? Like send Dorothy to Oz.
Yeah. I like how Minerva's the last one alive.
Yep.
I
Minerva
just
just gets
wanted to
bitch
say
slapped after wrestling. She just gets bitch slapped after wrestling Crossbones. Yeah, that was the last battle there. What other team is fun to use? Hero Brawlers is fun. They're not as good. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Taking out some Hero Brawler. Taking out some Power Armor with Hero Brawlers. I keep checking the time to make sure I'm not close to my reset. It's 10:23, so I'm good. I have 37 minutes till reset.
Yeah, I think he'll break 1 million.
Well,
And then I probably need to call it then, because
no problem, dude. I get it.
we're getting on a hot minute. We've been doing this.
Yeah, it's been longer than we thought.
Yes, and now we know for next time.
Well, mine hasn't been much longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought mine was going to be like 40 to 60 minutes.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of trouble at the beginning, so I think if you cut both of those things out, then we would have just gone a little over instead of this nice little chunk over.
Yeah.
Because we figured it would take about 2 hours, so the next time we do a blitz, it'll probably unless there's like a huge amount of likes and comments, then which you guys are welcome to do. We'll probably just do this for like big awesome characters that come out, like Yo-Yo, as opposed to every blitz. That'd be more of a Twitch thing. We might do some more stuff like that on my specific channel, just because these are long. But
might chop up some highlights.
Yeah, there'll definitely be highlights. There'll definitely be updates, like to rosters and stuff. And I'm gonna be doing a series on Fear the Darkness, so for this channel. So I'm glad that everybody was able to come out and watch us for however portion of time that they were able to watch us for.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind blitzing a lot. It's very hard to get me out. Again, this goes back to like the Star Wars versus Marvel thing. It's hard for me to get out of my seat for Yo-Yo, where I haven't even watched like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna do Phoenix because that's Chi'KiN's favorite team. So we'll do Phoenix and we'll try and take out somebody real tough. Ooh, that might be one. What else we got? Oh, which one,
That's
Chi'KiN?
it.
The full AIM team or this?
Ultron with Scientist Supreme, and that's gonna mess you up. That's the toughest team I can think of or see on that setup.
Let's go.
And you ruffle stomp them. Oh,
Maybe. Ultron's really good. You should see my arena battles where it's just all Phoenix and Ultrons.
That's funny.
Yep. It's fine. Alright, gave me a bunch of debuffs, which is cool. Psylocke's about to hand them all back. Put them all on Drax. Yeah, she's dead. I mean, in a good way.
Right, and it was a 127k hit, so I'm glad it was on her instead of anybody else.
Oh yeah, this was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's because those multiple AoEs that you can unload, and the fact that he's got a bunch of squishy people.
Well, I didn't think I was going to win it this easily. He's still.
No, I didn't either. I didn't either.
I thought it was going to be like kind of hard. This was just like, oops, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, guys. And we hit 1 million. I'm going to stop my screen share and we can kind of do an outro here. If you want to, are you in a position to face?
Yeah, I'll just turn my back to where Ruby is.
All right.
All right, so you guys can see my awesome computer setup, my little 3 monitors. Yeah,
Yep.
all right, Dan's with us. Okay.
Yep.
So,
This was fun. I wouldn't mind doing this again. It might like Chi'KiN said, it might be more of a Twitch thing. So, yeah. Well, he'll also be putting it on his channel. We'll put the link in the description. Yeah, that. Yeah, what he did.
Where's my hands? Yeah. 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 So I'll be doing some stuff on my channel.
Same.
Right now, we're all working together to kind of boost up this channel. So please take the time to like and comment on this video.
Yes.
Even if you don't like anything that I do, remember that this isn't for me. It's for the children. No, it goes to help the group out, and if you have anybody you
Also-
like in this group, then you should definitely like it.
I was also going to say, we also suck at doing stuff on our own. And this is a way where we can actually get our shit done. So we can actually do content when it's all of us, but we can't do it when it's just us. Because, like, I occasionally put stuff on my page. Chi'KiN has put stuff on his page. So, yeah, like you said, if you like one of us, I don't even give a shit if it's me. I have the best beard. That's all I know. The rest is kind of up to you guys. I would say we do this for you, but in reality, we do this because we enjoy doing it, and we just hope you like it. And if you don't, let us know. We'll do something else. If you want to see me, if you want to see Meatspin 2.0, just let us know.
Yeah, that's definitely which we can't burn the YouTube channel for that.
All right, guys.
All right,
Thank you for
again.
watching.
You
Like,
guys were
subscribe.
great. Thank you for being the best part of Deadpool Kyle and Dan Dagger Gaming do Hollywood videos and not blockbuster videos. I think that's enough of an outro. I'm just gonna stop now. Where's There's the laughing, there's the clapping, there's me looking at stuff.
Yeah, just cut whenever.